what up, gamers? Hello, YouTube. How is it going? Eventually, I get my countdown back up, but sometimes life's just really busy. Oh boy. Hope you're all having a good evening. Nobody's here yet. I hope you all at YouTube are having a good day, whatever day it is. AGDQ is going on right now. If y'all are into that, I just finished watching they just finished the Lies of P run, which is pretty fun. I have not played that game, but it looks really cool. I want to play it. I think the only reason I haven't gotten it yet is because I keep wanting it to be on sale, and I mean, totally fair to whatever company made Lies of P. They don't put it on sale for very, very often or for much of a discount, so I'm probably just gonna pick it up. I'll pick it up eventually. Looks like a very fun game. I gotta finish Sekiro first before I get another Souls game, though. I got really close to the end and never finished it, and now I just probably have to restart, honestly. So I also want to do it. I also finished Elden Ring like very recently, and want to do a another playthrough of that. But hey, for all I know, I'm just talking to myself right now. Quick, I'll go through the deck list if you're on YouTube right now. The only two changes from the previous stream from last week. I swapped the second formal wear for the GT. I'm still very much not sure. I think either two formal wear or one formal wear, one GT, both seem totally fine to me. I'm probably just going to swap back and forth kind of at random until I get some better vibes on it. I haven't been running into many matchups where I've wanted GT lately, which I think is why I think I got rid of it last time. But I also ran into a lot of matchups where I was boarding out the second formal wear anyway, which makes me think like, well, maybe I just want the GTA for the matchups where it's really good. It's hard to say for sure, but and then obviously we got some snuff outs here. Snuff out is a card that it's been looked at. I know XJ Cloud played it, I think, in his sideboard in like one event at some point last year. The main problem is that it feels like because Reanimator has been the best deck for basically a year, a card like Snuff Out has kind of felt you cannot play it when the best deck is putting only black creatures into play repeatedly. Now that Reanimator is just like okay, seemingly, there's a lot more room to try a card like Snuff Out, especially because there's not really a tempo deck out there that would really punish paying 4 life for a removal spell. And 0 mana has a lot of upsides, particularly in a matchup like Nadu, where you just need to have as many interaction points up as possible. And I think it's fair to look at it that like the reality is that your life total doesn't matter a whole lot right now. So also being 0 mana against Eldrazi can be nice too. I don't. It definitely does not come anywhere close to fixing the Eldrazi matchup, but it could be nice. So I'm just trying out 2 snuff outs over the 2 path exiles that were in my board previously. We'll see how they do. I haven't played with it really at all, other than my cube. I have one in my pauper cube. But it looks fun. Looks like a decent thing to try out. You know, if it gets to it, it's not like we are. It's not like we are totally unfamiliar with spending more than 4 or more mana on removal spells. So like it can just be hard cast a reasonable amount of the time too. And I think it's funny that the sideboard right now has 8 black cards and 1 white card. I think that's just very funny. So yeah, that's where we're at. I may after. I do want to give the Overlord of the Balemerc lists another look at some point soon. Just because I haven't seen it in like the last couple of weeks, but like not long. Like I think like the first week or two after the bans, there are a couple Overlord lists did like really well. I think like one got finals and then won a challenge. I think something like that. And I think it is only fair that I give those lists a look again. My goal will still be to get as close to 0 Felias as possible, but I'm probably going to at least start with 4 because I know that the lists that did well played 4. Might as well see how it goes and then work from there. But yeah, I think I should give those lists another try. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll pay my entry fee and then we'll just wait a few more minutes. Yep, let's go. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're in it. Hello? There we go. I did remember to update the Stream Decker this time. I'm very proud of myself. And yeah, we'll just give a minute or two for anyone else to show up, and then we'll hit the leagues. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Ooh, the next AGDQ run is Modern or Call of Duty 4 Classic. I'm gonna have to check the VOD for that. Can't watch it while I'm streaming. All right, we're going in. Let's do it. Oh, quick announcement. I have posted an update to my sideboard guide. I did one last night. I meant to post an update on Blue Sky today, but forgot to, so I'm going to do it tomorrow. But yes, list and sideboard guide are updated. It's very close to what is. I think the only difference is I'm not sure if we want 2 snuff outs. So right now my list I think is 1 snuff out and still 1 path. It might end up switching to 2 snuffs. We'll see. This hand sucks. We'll get rid of that one. This hand is much better. What do we want to get rid of? Maybe just one of the lands? I think it's either lands or it's Flicker Wisp. I think I'll just get rid of one of the lands. I'm not get rid of Vista. I think I'll do is I'll put back Vista, cast a Vial off of Swamp, and then hopefully the Windswept Heath can get a what's it called? Can get a Surveil lands, but it can get a basic plains if I need it to. Oh. cameo off of Soporific Springs. Interesting. Mox Opal. What is this? It's very interesting. Caracas would be cool. Swords. Yeah, I'll swords the cameo. Another Soporific Springs. Lava Spur Boots. Okay, it's some kind of Urza Saga deck, which makes sense. Okay, it's blue painter. Interesting. Can I draw a land? Aether Spellbomb. Okay. I would love to draw a land so that I can Stoneforge for I can Stoneforge for Lion Sash and hold up the activation. No, I just get another Stoneforge. Okay. So they can get a Spell Bomb off of this. That's not a huge deal. I am going to get a Phantom Blade here. Yeah. Excuse me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, you have another 2 mana. Interesting. I'm not really sure what to make of that. But I'll Stoneforge. This one might get Lion Sash. Yeah, I will get Sash. I don't... I could Vial in the Sash right now. I don't think that I really want to, though. I think getting the Wisp online is going to be better. Was drawing the lands. Wanted untapped lands. But... I'll keep that. And I think I'm actually happy to just wisp out one of their DFCs here. Just Vindicate the Alliance. Fornia, thank you so much for the 15 months. That's so much time. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Can't kill the Emery because of Ward 1 anyway, so just gonna let him do it. They can draw another card off of Spellbomb if they want to. They are really restricted on mana and only about to be more so once I draw this Wasteland off the top. Cool interaction. Oh, flicker wisping. DFCs. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it's it doesn't come up very often, but when it does, it is backbreaking. All right, so we're gonna wasteland the Urza Saga. I could kill the Emery now if I want to, but I don't think there's a reason to when I have Lion Sash out. So I'm just going to attack. Mm-hmm. Yep, so I'll eat that up. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm kind of threatening lethal. Okay, now I'm really threatening lethal. All right, cool. I drew all the equipment, and then my opponent died. Oh. Oh, we got some moto lag. There we go. Okay, cool. So I definitely want some. I definitely want the snuff outs. I want pithing needle. That might be it. Maybe I want some cabal therapies, but we'll see. This doesn't really look like a matchup for GT. Doesn't really look like a matchup for Thalia either. Do I want cabal therapies over Thalias? I don't think I do, because mostly just because I don't know what's in their deck yet. So it might be better if there's a game 3 that I need to board in more stuff for. I don't think Thalia is going to be a very good card. I suspect that Therapy is better than Thalia. But I just haven't seen enough of their deck to feel confident that like I'm gonna blind name anything with Therapy. They also do empty their hand pretty quickly, notably, so that's another factor too. It's basically a 6-card hand. It's a kind of coherent one. I think I don't love it, but I'll keep it. Hey, Mike, what's up? Hello. How's it going? Turn 1 Urza Saga. I mean, Pithing Needle can name Urza Saga. Not when it gets metallic. Oh, consign to memory. Why are they replicating? I mean, sure. Oh, right. They needed the lotus. They needed the crack lotus petal for the blue, so replicating was free. That's why. Got it. Okay, that's what I was missing. I think. Yeah, I have to surveil here, which is kind of unfortunate. I will keep that on top. It's unfortunate because I would like to cast the vial here, but I just don't have the opportunity to. Um, this formal wear in our hand is pretty good though in terms of letting us chump block pretty aggressively. So my plan is to recruit for a wisp, chump block with the recruiter, wisp the construct, chump block with the wisp, formal wear back the wisp to get a recruiter, and then just kind of do it all over again. Obviously, my opponent has 4 cards in hand. We will see what happens, but that's my current plan. Shadow Spear is gross. Really did not miss 8 cast. This isn't 8 cast, but it's feeling a lot like 8 cast. Come on, Moto. Not beginning to legacy you. I'm getting you there. Great. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah. I don't like calling this Stone Blade. It is a Stone Forge deck, but it's okay. I don't mind the labels. Yes, Flicker Wisp. Just like a bit legacy being slow enough that turn one saga into turn 2 team was viable. That is totally fair. Um, I heard tell that like it feels like 8cast wasn't that popular before MH3 anyway, but I do remember hearing people say that 8cast was kind of destroyed by Vexing Bauble, which obviously makes a lot of sense. Um, but it makes me wonder if it's actually going to come back now that Vexing Bauble isn't around, or if there was more to it than that. Yeah, no worries. I'm just messing with you. Stoneforge is one of my favorite cards ever, and I completely get looking at that and being like, hell yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty fringe before Bauble too. It felt like it was only really good in like it, it's weird because it was popular in combo heavy metas, but I think specifically that means combo that Chalice is good against, not combo vaguely. I think that was what got missed a lot. What can this Emery get? Mishra's Bauble and Painter Servant. It can get Spellbomb too. Spellbomb's not good. The Shadow Spear complicates our formal wear plans, and we didn't draw a white card, which also really kind of sucks. So we can wisp this construct. This construct becomes a 4/4. They can move the Shadow Spear over to make it a 5/5. Emery gets back like a Mishra's Bauble to make it a 6/6. They could get back Spellbomb to bounce the Wisp and attack. But if they play like one artifact from their hands, we're just dead. Which I think means we have to wisp the construct and wasteland the Seat of the Synod. I think that's where my head is at now. And then hopefully we get that chump block in, and then we get to Formal Wear, and we draw a white card, and we can Solitude, and things start looking okay. Or we're getting Metallic Rebuked, and we're super dead. Yeah, cool. Got it. I think I'm just going to resubmit. Yeah, we'll just resubmit. Sometimes you can just ride a turn one saga to victory. So this actually kind of does have interaction because the Caraccas are kind of real, and this Cauldron is a real card because we have a Stoneforge, and we're gonna play Mom on turn 1 too. So I think this actually works out pretty well. As long as they don't like immediately painter us. That's definitely the concern with this hand, but we'll see. There's some worlds where I would want to hide the Caraccas and make them play into it on turn 1. But I really don't want them to do that when I'm trying to play a Stoneforge on turn 2. I don't want to, and then eat up my mana. It's eating up my mana anyway, so. That's not bad. So yes, we'll bounce this Tamiyo, we'll move on. Basically just going to be -1 mana for a while until they do something else with it. Annoying, but we'll live with it. Okay. Spellbomb's kind of annoying here. It's the one way to interact with Stoneforge. I don't want another land right now. I drawn Spellbomb like every game. Cut it out. So yeah, I'm going to bounce Tamiyo. They don't look like a Brainstorm deck, so I don't really think I have to worry about like tapping out against a Tamiyo. I'm just going to get a Phantom Blade. Yeah. Yes, Snuff Out is unbanned. We're going to try it. Not quite 8 cast. It's Blue Painter. They haven't cast a cast, but we've seen most of the other things in 8 cast. No, I guess no, what's it called? What is the word that I am looking for? No Cavican. No, no. What's the 2-drop they were playing? I can't remember. This is game 3. Yes, Patrick Automaton. No Patrick Automaton. So surprised they didn't spellbomb the Stoneforge, but this works out for me. I think I would rather kill the Tamiyo and bounce the Emery. I think I'm okay with them milling themselves. Maybe that's wrong. Or maybe they're using the spell bomb to save one of their creatures. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. So I think I want to go ahead and bounce the Tamiyo. Yeah, I'll bounce the Tamiyo. And I'm going to Phantom Blade the Emery now while it's... Okay, that's an interesting thought. Maybe I'm supposed to Caracas the Emery, because if I go for the Tamiyo instead right now, I could wait until their upkeep, so that they would have to use mana on their turn to bounce it with Spellbomb. I can't do that if I'm leaving Emery in play, because then the Emery's untapped. So they can, like, Spellbomb it and use Emery on the Spellbomb and set the whole problem up again. So I think I'm supposed to bounce the Emery, kill the Tamiyo instead. At least this turn specifically. This lag is bad. Oh my god. And I think I just let this happen. Because I still have Caracas next turn. Maybe I'm not supposed to let them do it. Maybe I'm supposed to just Swords it now, because we're basically doing the same thing next turn, and I might as well Swords it while they're least likely to have a removal or have a counterspell in hand. That said, as soon as I get the chance to cast the Stoneforge, the Emery's also turned off from that, so... Let's see, the mill Saga, Petal, Bauble. I'm happy to see one fewer Saga around, so that's nice. Alright, let's Surveil. That's not bad. Yeah. I'll roll with that. We'll see what's going on over there. Another Tamiyo. Got it. So, happy to bounce the Tamiyo. I want to use the permanent removal on the Emery. So I will do that. I guess, do I even do that? So I could Lotus Petal my Caracas to bounce them both, cast the Stoneforge, get a Lion Sash. I could cast it next turn. That turns off the Emery. It's using like all of my mana though. Is that really worth it over just doing this while they have just literally nothing going on? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just do this. I could Lotus Petal Stoneforge. I think I will do that here. Keep this. Cast the Stoneforge. This, we have the Cauldron already, so this is probably just going to get Lion Sash, I have to imagine. Yeah. No targets for Formal Wear, unlikely to find any because our mom is online, so. Bought some suckers for your son. Those has advertised as being shellfish free. I'm assuming there's a good reason for that, but that is a very funny thing to advertise. Skyclave. Alright, we'll get that out of here. Let's get this Cauldron in. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, yeah. No way to make it a 2-turn clock, so I guess especially not into this Odawara that they are going to have to hold up next turn anyway. I think I would have Skyclaved a Grindstone if they only had one in play, but since they have two, like I don't have any way to beat them top decking a Painter either way. So that was their new card, right? Yeah, it's Odawara +2 Tamios, so. That is a pretty nice draw. Yeah, now I can Wasteland, Seat, and Skyclave the Mox Opal. And now I'm safe from a top deck. Because Painter's the only way they win here. I guess maybe I was supposed to Skyclave the Mox Opal last turn and I just missed that. Yeah, worked out for us first. But I think I was probably wrong that I died to a Painter top deck on the previous turn because I should have just Skyclaved the Mox Opal and gotten it out of the way. Pretty reasonable hands. Island Ponder, never heard of it. It's a foil Mirage Island. My basic land phrenology. That feels like a Jeskai control island to me. Ooh, Aether Vial. Let's go. F6. That doesn't seem like a Jeskai control actions. Just F6. Yeah, okay. Is it Reanimator maybe? Grixis control? That's a possibility. Another Bowmaster. That's pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and play my Thalia here. Because if they Bowmaster, that just means my mom and these Bowmasters live. So that's cool. Esper, okay. Holding a Bowmaster for the mom. Yep, okay. I wonder if I'm supposed to just pass priority there. Probably not. Ooh, that's nice. I'm just gonna pass. Very reasonable to attack there, but I don't see a huge need. Swords on the Thalia. You got it. All right. Person after my own heart. Casting Cabal Therapy. I guess I should Vial in the first one. Hit the Baleful Strix. And then I'll hit their Orc Army. Sure. You got it. Stoneforge, I think, is a pretty good name there. Surprised they didn't flash it back. They're definitely supposed to just take my Recruiter. I'm going to play this now before I can't. And I guess I either have to recruit and play something now, or I would need to be recruiting for something I cast immediately that doesn't put another card in my hand. I could get a third Bowmaster, but that seems kind of unhinged. I could recruit Stoneforge, get something like pre-war formal wear, maybe. Make them want to take the formal wear. They don't know about the Cauldron right now. I'll try that, I guess. I'm not in love with it because I think it kind of. I think it's easy to tell what I'm trying to do here. I guess I could also just get Lion Sash. Yeah, sure, I'll get Sash. I think the other option is like Wisp, Bowmaster, kill their Bowmaster, take away the thing that can flashback therapy, but like they're gonna flashback therapy at some point, right? I'd rather they do it now so that I could just put Yorion in my hand and not have to worry about it. That's what's going on. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. Yeah. 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 We just got to end the game now. Man, this lag is really bad. Ugh. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Yep, it sure is a Rector deck. We have 0 answers to an overwhelming splendor in play. So let's see what happens. So probably gonna also have cruel. This is the other one. What does it do? There's every creature play that can lose 5 life. I mean, we have a lot of creatures in play. I don't really think we have the option to not attack here. And they aren't even blocking in a way to trigger Rector. So that's a good sign for me. Okay, that I don't like at all. That's bad. I forgot that I can't activate Vial or fetch lands. So I guess this Yorion was never coming into play this turn anyway. But or maybe it was because I could have put it into my hand last turn. I really don't remember. Did they draw Cruel Reality and now they brainstormed it back? Is that what's happening? What? Okay. Sure. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Get lost. I don't know. Ugh. If I can get this Cauldron in play, though, I mean... Cauldron does beat Overwhelming Splendor. It just costs a lot of mana to do so. Always no. Always yield, always no. Nope. I'll put a 1/1 in play. Oh, this lag is really bad. Oh my god. It is not, in fact, looking great. What do I even have in my sideboard? I'm certainly bringing in Cabal Therapies, but nothing else really works. Leyline is like... It's like the 7th piece of graveyard hate that I would play against Rector, but the fact that you don't need it in play, like a hard cast one isn't embarrassing, is like maybe worth thinking about. Hey Jared, what's up? Oh my god, not... Okay. Give it one more draw step. I love playing against very normal decks every time I stream. Alright, it's over. I'm out of here. Okay, so we're bringing in the therapies. Don't really want... Yeah, I was talking about... I know Leyline blocks Rector triggers. It's maybe worth bringing in because, like, I can hard cast it on turn 4 and that's fast enough. But I'm also not 100% sure it's actually worth the card. But I am thinking about it because my only other interaction for a stopping a Rector from triggering is Lion Sash. Forgot to change stream. Oh, right. I'll do it later. Sorry, gang. Our only other option is Lion Sash. Um, I don't really want Emperor of Bones. I don't really want. They have a bunch of like a lot of annoying 1/1 just make GTA like not horrible. I would feel better about this if I had literally any answer to an enchantment or to an overwhelming splendor in play, but been a long time since I played a Council's Judgment-like effect, so such is life. I think I'll trim one Thalia. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah. Just really not sure about the ley lines. Sand looks fine. Zakram23, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Hope you have a good time. Welcome to the DN team. I just got like F6 immediately. This lag is eating up so much time. Alright, Mom's untapping, so that's something. Didn't really want a second Swords of Plowshares in this matchup. Do I want another land? Not really. No. I already have 4 lands here, basically, between the Wasteland and the Witch Enchanter, so. Bummer I didn't have Orcish Bowmasters here. Basic Swamp. Therapy? No, Thoughtseize. Okay. Nice basics. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Not loving this world where I have no pressure. Yeah, they're but to therapy me. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, this sucks. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, I guess this is how it's gonna go. I would go Mom beatdown if they were not currently on 5 cards in hand. But, As soon as I tap this mob, she's dead. So fetch for planes, play a lands, play Rector, win the game. Yeah, alright. Well, that wasn't a game. Yeah, I'm good. They got that one. Yes, it's humility plus turns off all non-mana abilities of everything you have. Sorry, it might also... Okay, you do get loyalty abilities. But fetch lands are off, Aether Vial's off, any other activated abilities are off. It's really stupid. Not a card designed to be put into play for... tutored into play for 4 mana. If only it was ever actually cast for its mana cost. Come on, Q, give me another friend. There we go. Alright, let's do it. We are on the play. With a pretty reasonable hand. Hard to argue with the turn 1 Thoughtseize. And maybe it's a turn 2 Thoughtseize. Or we'll play Thalia. One of the two. Ew. Gross. Um... I don't have a wasteland for this planar nexus, unfortunately. So I think I am taking the Karn and then the Kozilek's command, and then we'll figure things out from there. Yeah. Yep. Alright, what did you draw? You drew a 1 ring. Lovely. I just I think I have to still take the Kozilek's command because the One Ring is somewhat mitigated by Skyclave and or Bowmasters, but I'm not happy about this. Um, yeah. Just ban all colorless cards. Take Aether Vial, I don't care. Just get rid of this shit. I hate it so much. How's it Thursday already? Telling you, Tuesday for me this week was the most Wednesday ass Tuesday I've ever had. It was crazy. All right, cool. I'm really happy that my opponent's going to get to untap with 7 mana. Yeah, that pedal was really bad. No, the lag has been quite bad so far. Oh my god, get out of here. How's it going, chat? I'm having a lot of fun, can you tell? This is great. I love all of this. This is all spectacular. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, got it. Heard, chef. Got it. Are you talking count all the fair decks that entered the tournament? Yeah, sure. Good enough. I'm mostly wastelanding this to make the idea of Mind Break Trap actually doing something more likely. Naturally, they immediately play a Saga that they think they should have just played on turn 1, but whatever. What do we got next? Do we just name Saga with this needle? I think we do. We can wisp it onto something else to reset it after this Saga's gone. I don't really want it on Saga long term, but I think for now it's fine. Also, again, kind of makes them do something with their mana other than just make a construct, which makes them more likely to play into my Mind Break Trap. So okay, Grim Monolith. And he's going to cast the One Ring with 2 mana for your second spell, and then not cast anything else, and then my Mind Break Trap will still be dead. Is that what's going to happen here? I think I am activating this Aether Vial regardless of the 4-drop that's getting played. Yeah. Excuse me. All right. Can I draw something good, please? That's not good. That's not what I wanted at all. Don't want to let them get another minus off with Karn. Play Recruiter for I don't even know what. Probably a Skyclave. Yeah, we'll do a Skyclave. Just gonna casting one spell. Yeah, perfect. The third Ancient Tomb. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm going through it, chat. I don't want to hear what you had to say on the bright side, Charles. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. Oh, that's okay. Full sentence, got it. Your standard's pretty good. I'd probably have a. I think it would. I probably would have like a good enough time with it. I just have like no reason or motivation to play it. All right. Let's see what we got this time. A 5-lander, but I'm on the play of a Stoneforge. I wish one of these was a land, but I think I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. Oh, great. My favorite colorless matchup. No, don't need more land, thank you. All full. Alright, let's Cauldron check you. Yeah. Yeah. Is there a point to anything anymore, chat? The answer is no. not gonna lie. I've never been closer to just ending the stream than right now. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of changes. They should just nuke everything. I don't know. Like, it's the problem they made for themselves. They have to fix it. Let's draw a white card. 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 You know, I've never noticed this before. That like in a multiplayer game, the the player that you exiled a card from does not have to be the same player that draws a card. We did not draw a white card. Alright. I appreciate that you wouldn't fault me for ending the stream early. This is fucking stupid. It's God. I just please ban so many cards. It's just miserable to play against everything. Perfect. I drew the white card now. They did not mention Eldrazi. They only mentioned Nadu, if I remember right. Are we alive? Yeah, we're getting Fates of Blade. Yeah, Nadu and Eldrazi are not doing well. They haven't really put up many results. Like, I mean, look at this. This is the challenge from yesterday. Graveyard, 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 delver, delver, graveyard, graveyard, stifle knot, I guess. It's basically like you're either playing delver or you're playing a graveyard combo deck. And then the other things that aren't doing well are all just miserable to play against. Every single one of them. Yeah, apparently by the numbers, Eldrazi is being played a reasonable amount, but it's not putting up any results, which makes me annoyed. I want it to be putting up results so that shit like this isn't around anymore. Like, I just want this gone. It's not fun. Right, like Eldrazi is fundamentally what makes it so that no other fair deck can exist, which is really damaging for everything else that could possibly be going on. Oh, you're a 2 basic gamer, huh? They can activate Ayavugan now, so the game is basically over. Yeah, they're all every card, like literally every Eldrazi card they printed is absolute horseshit. Every single one of them. This only gets creature cards, right? Yeah. Oh right, Eldrazi Temple isn't a soul land for Ayavugan activation. That's what I was missing. I was like, I didn't think they needed to sacrifice the spawn, but this isn't actually a soul land for I. That's what I was messing up. What did they even get here? They probably just get another Myco spawn, honestly. I guess maybe like a Devourer of Destinies is another possibility. Yeah, okay. A very normal card for Eldrazi to have. Literally, like 5 mana 6/6. Okay, that's very funny. 5 mana 6/6. Exile a permanent is essentially what this is. Like, it's so dumb. Yeah, you get my Cauldron Germ. You got it. Oh right, I don't have any Surveil lands left. Whoops. I think I gotta reset Cauldron here instead of using the Phantom Blade just for clock. please continue, Moto. You can do it. Man, this is... They really got to figure this out. It's not... This is not okay. The Eldrazi or the lag? Great question. Why not both? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So they, because they can tutor another Devourer of Destinies, I can only attack with one creature. And I guess I might as well make it the Cauldron. Stupid Chalice on 2 is keeping this Thalia from like fogging them would actually be pretty cool. Too bad I had to throw away the Orion so early. This would be potential. If they had Battle Mage, they would have already gotten it. Because this is their second time activating Ayabugan, and Battle Mage to exile the Cauldron was like back-breaking last turn. They could have done it. So like their Battle Mages are all on the sideboard. Also, they... Oh, no, they have Cavern. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. The Battle Mage was so much better than Devourer of Destinies last turn. Last turn they could have done this, so sure. Okay. What? I'm gonna chump with the Wisp because it's like marginally better if I draw a pre-war Formalware here. No, I just drew another Thalia, so I'm dead as hell. Okay, cool. Sick. Love it. Alright. Snuff out therapies, and that's it. And then we'll cut the Mother of Runes. I guess I'd probably rather have Mom than a Jite here, but it all kind of sucks. Yeah, I'll go with that. Come on, opponent. You can submit. I believe in you. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Two Thalias, no swamp for snuff out. Honestly, might be worth keeping, but I'm not doing that. Get rid of Thalia. Yep. Cavern, Petal, Chalice. Okay, sure. I hate the Cavern turn 1 starts because it means that it's so much harder to cast Stoneforge on turn 2. I still gotta do it though. Yeah, let's go. Some games against Eldrazi on the play can be awkward like this, where like they don't really cast a whole lot on turn 1, so you have to wait until like turn 2 to use swords, which really kind of makes actually casting your 2 drops on turn 2 feel a little weird. Okay, sure. Well, we'll get Cauldron play. I'll recruit for a Skyclave or something. We'll figure it out. So fucked up. Uh. Do I want to Skyclave the Chalice? Yeah, I was thinking Wisp when I said Skyclave. I think now that I have the Skyclave in my hand, I want to cast that instead of recruiting a Wisp. But if I was recruiting a card, recruiting a Wisp is correct because it shuts off petals. I don't know how Eldrazi boards against us very lightly, as I can say almost for sure, because like structurally they just beat us so well. I think keeping in Chalice is probably fine. It depends what you have to board in, right? It's usually like 3 dismembers and no other cards. And I could see cutting like, I don't even know. I guess I'm trying to think of what they could cut. I guess if that heralds the ends is usually in the main deck in some number of copies. I think those are pretty terrible against DNT. Um, I'm gonna wait to use this fetch land as long as possible because I feel like they used this Myco spawn so they can power out another Myco spawn next turn. So I really don't want to surveil here and just let them double stone rain me. Oh my god, come on. Trimming on Devourer, interesting. I guess that makes sense. You don't really need Devourer against DNT. So I think that actually does kind of make sense to me. I'm just getting another Stone Forge here. Yeah, that all makes sense to me. Okay, they do still have it that heralds the end. That's interesting. At least that's two relatively clean swords targets, if nothing else. I'll take 4, whatever. Sure. Yeah. Whoops. Supposed to be activating Stoneforge. There we go. I'm going to use this now. I don't know for sure, but I think I'm just going to try to get some damage in. I have to be the aggressor, unfortunately, so I think doing this and then like chumping with a Stoneforge or whatever is fine. If I even need the chump, but get some damage in, keep holding up the swords, get to put Yori into my hand next turn to cast for the turn after that. So hopefully we draw some kind of action next turn. Wasteland would count. Another removal spell of some sort would count. This could be Kozilek's command, maybe? I don't know what it would be for. My opponent is bleeding time like crazy. It probably won't matter, but I'm trying to figure out if removing this Skyclave will stop the blade. Oh, sure, because they have the spawn to get it up to x equals 3. Right, right. I'm gonna put my gloves on. I am so cold. It is. Extremely cold on the East Coast this week, and I have been struggling. There we go. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of snow. We only got a couple inches. I guess it's sort of a lot for Delaware, but like obviously I'm used to much more than that from Rochester. But it is just so cold. Like, yeah, that's fine. The wind chill I think was, sorry, Fahrenheit, not Celsius, but I think the wind chill was 9 degrees this morning. It's just been, it's been bad. All right, they get a 0/0, so that's fine by me. They still have this Devourer of Destinies. Minus 12C. That sounds about right. Casting a Chalice for 0. That's interesting. Yeah, the cold definitely feels different in Delaware than it did in Rochester, to be completely honest. That sucks. It's hard to explain, but I think it's just something about like being so much closer to like the ocean coast as opposed to the lake coast. It just feels different. I don't know. Is it humid? Kinda. Not like that much. Um, Definitely more so than Rochester. Like I think the Mid-Atlantic in general gets pretty humid, and I think that is certainly probably part of it. The cold just carries more. But yeah, I'm just surprised. I mean, like obviously I am sort of used to it, but also like we moved from Rochester for a reason, and part of that was that like the lake effect winters were just getting worse and harder to deal with every year. They're still playing Eldrazi Repurposer, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Atlantic, Canada at -26 feels way colder than Alberta. Yeah. Yeah. That all makes sense. The wind chill is obviously also part of it. It's definitely windier here than it is in Rochester. I want to mention this, chat, assuming that they're just casting a Devourer of Destinies and that's it. This might legitimately be the first Yorion I have cast against Eldrazi ever. I am so used to pitching it to Solitude because you never get to make land drops in this dumb matchup that this might be the first one I've ever cast. I don't think it's the first one I've put in off of Aether Vial, but it might be the first one I've cast. Territory Color. Gonna have to look up that one. Oh, that one. I have seen that one before. Huh? Yeah, you can take my Thalia. You just want to get in 2 damage, I guess? Sure. Yeah? You got it? I'm gonna hold this because I'm not gonna surveil this turn, so. Oh my god. You know, it's funny. So I think Patrick Green PM mentioned earlier that the Metafy course has a lesson about specifically black white D&T versus Eldrazi, and I mentioned that like the main limitation in the matchup is that if you could get to your late game of like casting Solitudes and flickering your board with Yorion, you could beat Eldrazi. It just never happens because they always crush your mana into the dirt long before you can ever cast a spell that's worth anything. I would like to at least show that I am right, that this Yorion is going to beat them into the dirt. It's just you basically never get to this point. Great top deck. Jesus. Yeah, please get rid of Mycospawn. We are literally begging you. I feel like they were supposed to leave 1 more mana here so they could potentially cast something off of that, but whatever. So we're definitely chumping here with the Recruiter. I think I just want to double block with the Stone Forges here, and then I'm going to pitch the Sash to the Solitude on the Repurposer, and then I'm going to Formal Wear back Recruiter to get another Solitude, and then we'll figure it out from there, basically. We could even then also Wisp the Phantom Blade to kill the Repurposer right now, but I think this makes sense. The Sash is basically useless anyway, so we'll get rid of that. I think I still just want to keep this life in play at this point in case I draw another lands. You know what? I think I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. Yeah. On Wisp, kill Mycospawn. We can just Stoneforge in the pre-war Formal Wear, depending on what happens here. No reason to get back Stoneforge. We have now exhausted all of the equipment. So we're definitely getting back Recruiter and very likely getting back a Solitude, but maybe that'll change. We'll see. I guess probably not, because the only other thing I can imagine us getting is a Skyclave if they play the One Ring, but we already have a Skyclave in our hand, so we don't really need that, huh? Okay. You got it. Goodbye, Phantom Blade. Is that the... This would be the second Devourer of Destinies that we're killing. Okay. Formal Wearback, Recruiter. Recruit for Solitude. Cast the Solitude. Can finally start gaining life in a minute. Are we gonna make it, chat? Am I gonna go over Eldrazi for the first time in my life? I did. Oh, I did. Oh my god. Okay. My opponent has like 3.5 minutes left, and the client is lagging bad, so we might actually get this match. I'm not gonna say we deserve it, but we might get it. We're gonna mulligan this. This also kind of sucks. I could keep it for the Wasteland, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty terrible. I'll try it though. Okay, don't care about Chalice on 1. And the first hand ate shit to Chalice on 1. Ooh, a second Wasteland. Okay. We might be onto something. You got it. Man, Eldrazi has so many lands in it. It's kind of crazy. Fleshraker, sure. I think I have to Solitude this. Attack me, attack me, attack me, yes. No, lag on my opponent's turn, not mine. No! There we go. I'm gonna get a Stoneforge at this, I think. Yeah. Oh, I should have attacked there. Whoops. Wait, why is it still passing? Hold on. Thought not seer. Okay, that's fine actually. Let's get that solitude. Hello? There we go. Whoops. That needs to make black mana. There we go. Get the solitude, exile thought knot, draw a card. Nice. Got it all back. This sure looks like a Mycospawn. No, that is a Mycospawn. Okay. I would believe more in for main deck White Orchid Phantom if, like, you know, like I see the couple of problems I see with it are that the Eldrazi lists all play at least one basic, so the first White Orchid Phantom always feels really bad. And you can't really win off of 2-drops against, like, basically any of the other colorless decks, even though they don't generally have basics in them. So, like, I don't know. 2-drops just seem way too slow for those problems. All right, we got it. I think my opponent salted off in chat, but whatever. Like, they say I won because of lag, but, like, I was also in a winning position that game, so, like, whatever. Okay, last match of the night. Let's see what we're at. Sure. Yeah, did lag target the Thalia? Very good. Very good question. Yeah, is the lag in the room with us right now? Another Urza Saga deck. Grindstone. Painter again. Okay. Lots of painter. Oh, I guess I should have surveilled. I can safely surveil there. But I guess I'm getting a scrub land instead. Whoops. What am I getting here? I think I'm just going to get a Cauldra. I have so much removal, so... yeah. Pitch Bolt on Fury to kill my Stoneforge. Okay. Lands, please? No. That's not bad, though. Will not be the first time I have Emperor of Bones to my opponent's Fury out of Painter. Come on, video game. You can do it. I believe. Oh, interesting. Floating mana. What does that mean? Could mean they're just going for a painter kill. Do you have Spirit Guide Pyroblast? Or are you playing directly into my Solitude? Because if you're playing into my Solitude, it's fine by me. Mill Mesa Wastelands. Yeah, okay. I think this game is over. They don't even attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna Skyclave the Grindstone. I think we're done here. Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, bring in Needle, Containment Priest, some Snuff Outs. And, oh, come on, Snuff Outs. There we go. And I think I sometimes bring in the Therapy. I don't remember for sure. Definitely cutting Thalia's. I guess, yeah, cut Thalia's, Jite, and then I don't love Bowmasters that much, so I think I'd rather have a Therapy over that. And that works. Ooh, will they be heads up enough to choose black with Painter? That is a good question. I think Painter mostly just has to, red Painter specifically, pretty much always have to name blue though, right? Like, I think it's not amazing, but it's good enough against everything they do. So, like, if they board out their blasts, then maybe, but I don't think that most Painter lists can like afford to do that. Not the red ones specifically, I mean. If it goes to game 3, yeah, maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna say it now. If this lag isn't definitively fixed, probably not playing Magic on Sunday. I'm just gonna say that now. The lag alone has extended my stream time by like 20 minutes tonight. It really makes me want to see it. There, I know there's it's like the store that I usually go to for at Legacy FNM is like it's like an hour there, 40 minutes back. But the store that's like of the same chain that's like 10 minutes from my house, there have been some people talking about getting together for Legacy there. I don't know if that's happened, but I would really like to do that instead of drive that far. So maybe I'll ask if people are hanging out tomorrow and I can play some paper Legacy. I have the red splash sleeved up right now. I don't even know what to name with this therapy. Um, no lands. Kind of want to start with like Fable, maybe. It's the only card. Yeah, it's the only card we can't like cleanly answer. We do hit one. And a bunch of red cards. Cool. It's a really annoying one to be on top. It's like probably second to like Cauldra and like cards I don't really want to draw but don't want to not have in my deck. Um, but I really don't need a sixth land right now, so. Alright, at this point, I'm putting Wisp in play just to start hitting them. At least now we can get the Surveil lands value. I don't really want a flashback therapy on any of this, so. No, thank you. Get out of here. Can I get some action, please? Yeah, I especially don't want to flashback therapy when maybe they just won't draw a land and will discard another card. This is a bit rough for them, but I'll take it. Goodbye, Welder. That means Bowmaster doesn't really have a target, which makes me a little more interested in just putting Bowmaster in and throwing the army away. Not even sure what I care about, though. I guess Engineer is like close enough to real. It's a card I would have to use Swords to Plowshares on, so. SWB MTG, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Hope you're having a good evening. We'll be finishing up pretty soon here. It's therapy. Get rid of the Orc army. Goblin Engineer. They drew another Fable. Knew another. Their draw sets have been Fable, Welder, One Ring. Got it. Well, I am glad to have Orcish Bowmasters in play against the One Ring. There we go. Still nothing. God, this is really not cool. I am going to flash in the other Bowmasters for clock. Just take advantage of the fact that they've already discarded. I guess yeah, they have a welder that we could theoretically answer, but like they are way too far behind for welder to be like a real threat. So I'm also going to put Yorion into my hand so that I can just kill the welder with Yorion instead. Yorion is lethal. Yeah, yeah, just like if they didn't what am I trying to say? It's not lethal if they play a welder, right? Because then they can just block something. Well, that's a way to end the night. Go from like easy to nightmare to easy to frustrating to nightmare frustrating to like the least resistance I've had in a match in a very long time. All right, cool. We didn't even draw a snuff out to see if, or I guess I think we had one snuff out and one opener against Eldrazi, but it didn't have a swamp with it, so it was an immediate mull. So I have no commentary to say about snuff out. I did play snuff out a little bit off stream, and it was fine. It's definitely worth exploring. I like that it's unbanned. It is a little bit less valuable on the 0 mana aspect if Nadu isn't around, and I have not played against Nadu in a little while. I think that's where we get the most value out of the fact that it's 0 mana and it's a matchup where like our life total doesn't really matter a whole lot. So that's where I think we have the most to gain from it. But there are other applications too. Yeah. All right. Cool. That was definitely a game. That was a match. That was quite a league. We played against literally three different painter decks. We played against blue painter, colorless painter, red painter. I guess even calling that colorless painter deck a painter deck. I mean, it did have the painter combo in it, but it was basically just like Mystic Forge, but without the forge. I guess it probably didn't have Flesh Raker in it, if I had to guess, but don't know for sure. How sure are we they had red mana? That's a good point. They didn't actually reveal a single red source to us, did they? Other than Lotus Petal, I guess. That is funny. I didn't even realize that. All right, cool. That's gonna be it. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest. If the lag is still this bad on Sunday, if I'm streaming, we're doing something else. That was really getting to me to play through it. Also, yeah, this format isn't a whole lot of fun. I'm really. It's annoying to keep saying that even after a ban and restricted announcement, especially. I have hope that we'll get there eventually. I just wish that things were different. I'll leave it at that. But oh well. That's it for me. Thank you everybody for hanging out. If you like watching this, I play D&T every Thursday and Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to 1080p as soon as I click the stop streaming button. I promise. I stream Death and Taxes in Legacy every Thursday and Sunday, starting around 8:30 to 9 Eastern. It used to be 9 consistently, but I'm trying to push it a little bit earlier when I can, so that I can get to bed earlier. If you missed any of this, you can find me on YouTube at Akaleth MTG, I think. It's where all the VODs from my stream get uploaded. Follow me on Blue Sky at Akaleth. you're here on Twitch. I have a Patreon. Speaking of my Patreon, I maintain a black white list and sideboard guide that you can get access to at the $5 tier on my Patreon. Yes, cool. There we go. There's the link to it. I updated the sideboard guide literally yesterday. I need to publish an announcement for it, but it has been updated as of last night. So yeah, go check that out. It's pretty much this list. The only difference is since I'm not sure about the 2 snuff outs, so it's currently 1 snuff out, 1 path to exile. I think otherwise the list is exactly the same. So yeah, I think that is going to be it. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Let me see who is streaming. I know I'm going to be heading over to watch some more awesome games done quick. I really recommend that for anybody who hasn't checked it out. I know that it's not for everybody. I think speedrunning is really cool. I think it's a cool event. I honestly have been meaning to like learn a speedrun for a game for a long time, and I think this year might be the year I finally do it. I don't know what game it's going to be yet, but I really want to do it. Evram is streaming. We can go over to him. All right. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I will see you on Sunday, so long as the lag is fixed, I guess. But until then, have a good night, and I will see you then.